Why do you hate humans?
What is there to like?
Care to elaborate?
Loathsome parasites.
I got my sights set on you, and I'm ready to aim. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just stuttered when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Felt like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My honey can't rest.
Witchy tip I wish I would have known as a beginner witch. Let's talk about wearing protection. So you can wear a protection spell jar, an amulet, or a talisman. But did you know that you can also wear black as a form of protection? You can even charm your shoes by drawing a protection sigil on the bottom of them, sprinkling protective herbs in them, or if you have laces, tying them in a pinnacle knot.
I'm a witch, you can tell by my hat and by my spells. Watch me dance for my deities. Watch me go hex my enemies. This is abundant.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, motherfucker. Hey, hi, how you doing?
Someone who now works primarily with demons, yeah, I can tell you that the Bible gets it pretty wrong. Demons aren't necessarily good or bad. They're more like neutral spirits and chaotic ones at that. Some are going to absolutely love you, and some are going to absolutely hate you. And then most of them, honestly, are just really not going to care. But they are really wise spirits, and they're worthy of all of your respect, always. They can help you a lot with personal growth, and they can do a lot of good. That doesn't mean that some aren't there primarily to fuck with you. It's just worth giving them your respect, all of them, every time. Essentially, you want to treat them as an elder, a wise person, or someone that's superior to you and worthy of your respect. If they have a title like king, prince, president, then you want to refer to them that way. Always try to be as polite as possible, give good offerings that they would like. Never demand anything of them. If you're going to ask something of them, request it and ask very nicely and make sure you give them an offering. Never, ever, ever try to force them into anything. It also comes down to researching the specific demon you're talking to. Some of them have preferences over others, like some will want you to appear bareheaded to them, some want you to be standing when you talk to them. It's all their preference, and you can confirm that with them. If you're just getting started with them, odds are your relationship is not going to be very casual, but there's a chance that it could become more casual over time. So, like I've said before, demons aren't really good or bad, but you know what are your priests.
Hand me the child for the sacrifice. Wait. Who has the dagger? Who brought the shoe? Get out of here. You.
A belief is not a fact. Just because you have a belief doesn't make it a fact. If your argument is not substantiated by scholars, researchers, or peer-reviewed articles, then it's not a fact, it's a belief.
Really ass niggas. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Warning signs of satanic behavior or ritual items, pentagram or other satanic symbols, black or red robes, decorative dagger or knife, listening exclusively to rock music to the point of addiction. Joining a satanic or occult group lead into the no turning back stage.
know what he does next?
What?
You really want to know?
What?
Are you sure you want to know?
What does he do?
He gets you!
Amazing music.
Let's go. Give me all your numbers so I can phone you.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time. Fuck you.
I'm convinced that 99% of guys would try and summon a demon just so they could try to fuck it.
As someone who works with infernal beings, this is 100% true. If they don't summon a succubus, they then summon a demon of lust to learn how to fuck better.
A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth.
I made a video a few weeks ago about demon boyfriends, companions, girlfriends, and yeah, they're a real thing. Not to diminish this woman's horrible experience, but yeah, you can get a demon companion. If you're interested in that, check out the link below for Eden's Apple, and she would be happy to help you have the demon of your dreams. Oh, this is a great question. And in my experience, no, you do not work with the light and the dark at the same time. You work with them separately. The one time that I summoned Lucifer and Michael the Archangel together, they were not really happy with me and told me to stop fucking around.
Baby.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Yes. Hey, yeah.
I've waited 100 years, and I'd wait a million more for you. Nothing prepared me for but the privilege of being yours.
Actually, we're not. What do you mean you're not? I get the feeling you don't know. What do I not know? Arendelle's in deep, 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 deep snow.
Hi, I just wanted to say a few things about this video because it kind of blew up. First of all, based in science. It is not science, it is based in science. Meaning no, spell work is not proven, and no, what we are doing isn't science itself, it is based on it. I do have videos pretty far down explaining this, so I will not do more. But if you're curious, you are capable of doing your own research. Relying on TikTok for information is never good, meaning you need to do your own research. And lastly, be nice to each other. We all have our own beliefs, and that is what's amazing about humanity. Meaning witches are not crazy, we are not in denial, but also the other side. People are welcome to not believe in witchcraft. So if you don't believe in witchcraft, that is fine. So please respect each other's beliefs and be nice to each other, because you are acting like children. I'm so sorry, I love you. This post is blowing up again, and people are asking me to explain myself. And I already did explain myself, but apparently that explanation was not good enough. So I will try to explain it more, I guess. First of all, a lot of people thought my first explanation was passive-aggressive or rude, and I am sorry if you thought that way. That was not my intention. I do have autism, so I struggle with tones, meaning if you think I am rude, that is not on purpose at all, and I am not mad. A lot of people also thought I was wrong for telling people to do their own research, and to that I say, do your own research. You can't rely on me to tell you everything. And unfortunately, I also can't teach every single one of you exactly what you want me to teach you. Also, to be able to be a witch, you need to do research outside of TikTok. Meaning, even if I explain everything to you, that explanation will not be good enough for research. Because you need multiple sources, and multiple sources outside of TikTok. Also, the reason I didn't want to explain this further is, one, I already did explain it, and two, every time I tried explaining it to someone in the comments, my explanation wasn't good enough. And this topic is huge, meaning I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what part of witchcraft you want explained, and for you to be able to get the explanation you need to go looking for it yourself. However, I can explain to you what I meant, and the science I meant it was based on. But if that's not good enough for you, that is fine. You can look for whatever you want to look for. So the science I thought of was the science of vibrations and energy. You know, we know that everything is an energy and everything vibrates, and witchcraft is using that to our will. Is that science that it works? No, it isn't. Witchcraft isn't scientific fact, it's a belief system, but a belief system based on science. For example, everything vibrates, and some vibrations have healing energies. You know, we know that. And what witches believe, not scientific fact here, is that crystals can do this, and that crystals can help us due to their vibrations. We also believe that we can bend energies to our will. You know, that's the fact we can bend energies to our will, but that we can bend energies to our will via spells. So yeah, that's the science that I think it's based on, and that does not mean you have to believe in witchcraft. It does not mean that I expect you to believe in witchcraft, because that's not true. But it's what I believe and the science my beliefs are based on. So I hope that somewhat satisfied you.
Pack another baby witch starter kit with me. Tarot. Herbs for days. Crystals for beginners.
When I look over my shoulder, what happens then?
Pendulum for more divination. Spell candles. Intention paper. Spell jars. All wrapped up and comes with a pretty box.
Is very strange to me.
I don't give a fuck who talk behind my back, cause the bitch knew better than to let me hear.
Ding dong.
People be like, witchcraft isn't real. Okay, give me a piece of your hair. Find out if witchcraft isn't real.
Quick witch tip: on the 1st of every month, take cinnamon and blow it into your front door. This will ensure that your home is filled with love and abundance for the entire month.
When you get that tangible, physical proof of what you're capable of,
In the morning when I wake and the sun is coming through, oh, you fill my lungs with sweetness and you fill my head with you. Shall I write it in a letter? Shall I try to get it down?
How spirituality turns into witchcraft. Gets one crystal. Now has many with their own altars.
You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing.
Goes from Walmart candles to actual spell candles. Regular journal. Shadow work in a leather journal. Gets into doing readings. Goes from essential oils to herbs,
And that's just what they'll do.
incense,
One of these days these boots are gonna
to sage
walk
cleansing.
all over you.
All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
I heard you're going to a protest. Let's make sure you have your essentials. First up is good shoes. We want something that you can walk in for hours, or if you're feeling more hardcore, some boots to kick some ass. Face mask, really important so you can hide your identity, and if we're still on COVID when you see this, to protect you from germs. Sunglasses or goggles if you want. An umbrella. One, it keeps you out of the sun, and two, it may protect you from things being sprayed at you. A portable phone charger, which you're gonna put in your fanny pack, and you're gonna wear all black. Last but not least, hydrate, 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 and bring a snack full of protein because you're gonna get hungry when we're fighting for human rights. I found out this weekend somebody put a love spell on me. Everyone has been asking me, how do you know that a love spell was put on you? Well, let me tell you. I knew because I was tired all the time. I knew because I wasn't acting like myself. I was having dreams about this person that I wasn't into. And this morning, I woke up and I saw this on my back. Not only did I have these weird scratches, but I watched a candle get yeeted across my room because my deities were trying to get me to pay attention because something was really, really wrong. Love spells, forced love spells are not okay. You always need consent when you're doing someone else's magic. Otherwise, it's a violation of their free will, which is a violation of ethics, which makes you a bad person. Don't do forced love spells.
Do I call myself if I believe in God, goddess, feminine, masculine energy, the creator's source, but believe that so many parts of the Bible were mistranslated and changed for control and political reasons, and that it's very out of date for modern living? And I believe that Jesus' teachings were valid to love one another, but don't agree with culty Christians and their judgy way of thinking and fear-mongering? And that I follow and align myself with the seasons and cycles of the earth and the moon and all celestial bodies, and celebrate the holidays of the wheel of the year, and don't think of myself as a pagan because I more so honor deities versus worshiping them. And I feel closest to God or source through meditation and connecting to my highest self and time in nature and my own rituals and my own craft. And I think that everyone's craft and rituals are their own and a form of art and expressing themselves and their beliefs outwardly and as a way to amplify their prayers and dreams. And I believe in true freedom of religion and not freedom in one religion. And
Repeat this with me. I reserve the right to block anyone across any platform who makes me uncomfortable or crosses my boundaries. I can't talk right now. I'm doing witch shit.
You know what's funny is that I also practice ceremonial magic, so I work with all these angels people keep telling me are gonna hand me my ass.
We're starting a new trend. If you have hexed anybody, where are they at now?
You want me to tell Witchtok what, Satan? Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate for that. It's necessary? Alright, fine. He says, don't tell people about your baneful magic because you'll undo all the work. The next time someone says to you,
Oh my god, you're worshiping the devil!
all you need to say is this: you don't have a clue about what you're talking about, do you? Because if you did, you would know the first thing is that the devil doesn't want to be worshipped.
Now for something a little darker.
So this is what people won't tell you about deity work. Deities don't give you the answers. More than likely, they're going to speak to you in like what they want you to do through a riddle or through a one-word sentence, and it's your responsibility to figure out how to achieve it.
It's time I let myself out of my cage. Tonight is not about you, it's about the moon.
Shit, I can't find my book. Hey, have you seen my book?
No.
All right, he's with us. He is with us.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh, God!
This is not for you!
No!
David! Here's a hard truth you need to hear. Everyone is going to be toxic at some point in their life. Yeah, even you. How you correct that toxic behavior is what defines you.
Watch my aura photo develop.
This is the spell for you. Yes, this is considered to be darker magic. Proceed with caution. Halfway through, please be careful when using a knife. I'm going to pry it open. Very specifically, in their full name, I want so-and-so to stop gossiping about me. I want so-and-so to stop talking bad about me. And then you're going to fold it away from you because we are sending this. We don't want to retain this. And then you roll away from you. Next, what you're going to do is take a piece of twine and you're going to tie it and you're going to wrap it around, binding
beings out there that try to pretend to be something they are not.
She's totally right about this. It's really important that whenever an energy contacts you, that you quiz them and you make sure they are who they say they are. You can do this through tarot. You can do it from pendulum. I wouldn't recommend that because it's too much psychology involved and you might be influencing the reading. What I personally would call upon my ancestors or my guides to make sure that this energy is who they say they are. They're not going to lie to you.
Wow, that looks like a fruit roll up. Oh, wait, how the fuck did you do that? You fucking wizard bitch.
I don't think y'all green witches ready for this. Plant, crystal seed sprouting. This will work with any water-safe crystal. Here's how to do it. And it's a great way to charge your crystals with the element of earth.
Это чоклоки, я сразу была рождена острозубой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор. Здесь, когда видишь меня, подрываю твои убеждения. Больше твой день своим блеклым лицом не волнуют твои возмущения.
Slacks with accentuating off-white pinstripes. Whoa, everything goes according to plan.
Be up all night, the decaf. You see, I'm a tall thug, yes, I'm a G-Rap. If you want sex, baby, use the knee pad. Freaky with the sticky icky, baby, give me kitty. Killer, West Side Killer.
Hey. How is that possible?
See that toxic person? We're walking the other way. See that toxic person? And we're walking the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Walk the other way.
Имя твой страх, кровоточит. wajib nagubah. Maya ingat voice kravat wajib nagubah. Maya ingat voice kravat wajib nagubah. Maya ingat voice kravat wajib nagubah.
The Pagan Mysteries of Halloween by Jean Markel. Rituals develop out of stories or myths. It is important to remember in this Celtic tradition, there was no difference between the sacred and the profane. It was all one. The next ritual we will discuss is the passage of souls. We see this across cultures. Christians claim that on this day, souls in purgatory were moved, and even in Hermetic texts, the Emerald Tablet explains that the burial mounds were opened and the dead and living could mingle together. This is where the idea of trick-or-treating comes from. This tradition began in Scotland, a carnival-like procession of children in their costumes, like the dead emerging from their graves. They would search for candy or treats that represent offerings to the dead. This tradition was originally brought over to the US by Irish and Scottish immigrants in the early 20th century, but has now been popularized worldwide. Click the plus sign to follow more. So I had a paranormal experience that I've never shared before, and I'm hoping that TikTok may have some answers. In 2019, I woke up in bed and I had the worst fucking headache in the world. I felt like I had been drugged. So I dragged myself into the bathroom, and when I was in the bathtub, I noticed this on my arm. And I noticed that I had this little mark on my arm. And I was like, is there a button in my bed or something? So I went and I looked. Not a damn thing was in the bed. And I was like, fine, I have to go to work because I'm late. And when I went to turn on my alarm, it said my bedroom window was open. So I went to go check it out, and it indeed was open by half an inch and totally unlocked. I lost my shit. This is what it looked like 30 minutes later when I was driving to work. After doing some research, there's some ideas online that that's called a scoop, and it comes from being abducted by aliens. What do you think?
What's poppin'? Don't mind me just watching.
Thank you for being like that.
Why do you hate humans?
What is there to like?
Care to elaborate?
Loathsome parasites.